the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Prepared Mind channel, Zero Dark 30. And as you can tell, it's dark. And it's a dark world, and this is a dark topic. How bad are these people? Are they really that bad? Are conspiracy theorists out here pointing out who's in charge of banking and military and governments and who's buying who and how they're breaking the law and hurting people? Are they really that bad? Yeah, they are. In fact, they're far worse than anyone knows. I mean, we cover topics like, hey, why are we $38 trillion in debt? Is that really necessary? Why is it necessary? Why did they run it all the way up to that? Can't they come up with a better system? Well, there's a reason the bad people are the bad people. It's not because they're geniuses, even though they actually think they're geniuses. They're just evil, and they get away with it because normal people are trusting. A lot of them are just plain old naive. Others are very hopeful, right? They're hoping that everything just goes really well, right? That things will work out. It's okay. Things are going to work out for us. And so they just let it be. Others, people are pacifists. They're lazy. It's not that they don't care. It's just that they don't care. So it makes it easy. It makes it very easy for the bad people, the evil people, to get away with what they're doing, to pull it off. And that's why and how they get away with all the evil things they do. Like assassinating people who publicly speak or who are elected that they don't like. And it's not just one or two bad people, it's a system that's been put in place. It's a system that has multiple layers of control and multiple layers of administration and hierarchy. So if you just want to be one of the little bad guys, if you just want to get started, you want to be a Hakeem Jeffries, right? That's low-level scum. I have no problem saying that. Someone like Hakeem, all he is a gatekeeper. And it's kind of that way all the way up and down the line, a gatekeeper. His job is to cause problems and shut things down and at his level. That's his gate. And he gets a reward for it. You move up above him, right? You move into, let's just say, some corporate donor, some big shot rich guy, right? He's got a higher position. He has more money. He's in control of more money. He's responsible for making sure what he is doing and who he is working with and how he funnels money, say, or handles investments. Right? He's got a little higher level of responsibility, and therefore, he's a gatekeeper at another level. And then you move up to someone. Let's just go all the way up to George Soros and his son, who is now involved, Alex Soros. We know their names. We know their faces. Right, but they don't come out in public with us. But what is it that they want? What do? They've destabilized stock markets. This is George now. Ruined countries, entire countries. What does that mean? Well, I mean, that's not just a little bit evil. That's just not starter level. You have to be willing and thinking, I am going to steal all this money. I'm going to destroy companies. I'm going to destroy people's lives, and they're good with it. You see, that's what's important all along the way as you move up the rung of evil, is they're good with it. They don't have any problems with it. And if they do, they just disappear. And we've seen this. We've heard this. One great example is I believe it was down in Mexico. A supermodel came running out of a hotel lobby, screaming and yelling, "They're eating people. These people are sick," right? She got taken to a party, and they were having one of their Illuminati banquets. And she saw what they really do. And I guess someone thought that she would be cool with it. She lost her shit. She flipped out. She disappeared. Disappeared. Anne Hesh, she was in with what, Ellen Degenerate? That's what I call her, Ellen Degenerate. And Ellen Degenerate loves wearing the frazzle drip sweater icon on her little shirt and dropping little hints all the time. She thinks it's fucking cute. She's still just a low level, but she's a gatekeeper in the entertainment world. Well, Anne Hesh was her lesbian girl who went straight again and wanted to be a normal human and have babies and be a woman. And whoops, she died and then sat up in the gurney as they were trying to take her out of the house and dispose of her. But yeah, she woke up, sat up in the gurney. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, no, she wasn't alive. Well, most dead people don't sit up and start looking around, but they're that bad. They're that bad. And they've been that bad forever. And they always have been. Whether it comes to killing and getting rid of little people or destroying entire countries and their economies or going to war, knowing real people with mothers and fathers, real people who have lives, who have children, who have jobs. Doesn't matter. Real people, the sons and daughters of real humans are going to die. They don't care. Now, they honor their sacrifice. They'll say something like that. Sounds noble, doesn't it? We honor that person's sacrifice. Well, yeah. They're the toast of the dinner because they all made a sacrifice. You get to live in your fucking mansion and fly in your jets, cruise around on your big 250-foot fucking yachts, right? They're awesome. They'll be happy to honor them and toast them at their dinner. Thanks a lot, you bunch of fucking normal schmucks. You ended up paying for everything, making our little dreams come true by playing our game, thinking you're doing something patriotic for the people when in fact what you're doing is enriching and securing the power of the global elite. Yes, they are that bad. You go back through all the wars, how many people have to die? Isn't there a better way to do things? And what's great, what's amazing, is they play both sides. That's the best way to win. Right? If you're not team A or team B, but you're team A and team B, you always win. You always win. Isn't that just cool? Right? You always win. So you have your side and you have their side, and you fund, let's just say, global terrorism. So you have access to the terrorists. You supply them with money and funding and drugs and guns and bombs and maybe a little training, whatever it takes to make sure that they commit their acts of terror, which help you secure your power as the rich, evil guy. You create the problems to which you then offer the solutions, and you win. And the people are scared, and the people lose their lives, and the people get taxed, and the people lose their businesses. And the game goes on. It goes on. Desert Storm, Vietnam, Korea, World War II, World War I, Civil War, the Spanish-American War, all the wars, folks. There's only been a few actual wars fought to free people. Otherwise, it's always been about control. Total control. The total control isn't free. Somebody has to pay for it. Yeah, they are that bad.
Ho, 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 ho.